So it's no secret that I prefer PlayStation over Xbox. But it hasn't always been that way. In order to fully understand why the PS4 is my console of choice, we first need to take a look at all the previous consoles that I've owned over the years to really understand how we got to this point. And we're going all the way back. Now, when I was a kid, probably 4 or 5, we didn't have a game console in the house. But my uncle, who we visited every weekend, had an Atari 2600, NES, Sega Genesis, and a Nintendo 64. Dope uncle, I know. So it was at his house that I have my first ever memory of playing video games. And it is with this dope little toaster playing Super Mario Bros. 3. I've actually briefly touched on it on this channel before. I was hooked. The obsession had taken root, and that was all I wanted to do from that point on. Now, the only problem was, like I said, we didn't have a game console at the house. So if I wanted to play games, I either had to go to my uncle's house and hope he would let me play, or I would sneak away while we were at the store and play those demo unit stores always had, where you had to stand there like this while you were playing. Now, it was at this time that I was constantly asking my parents to get us a game console.
Hey, can we get a game console? Hey, you know what we should get? A game console. Hey, all my friends have game consoles. Can we get one? Hey, you guys ever notice how there's no game consoles in here?
Yeah, I was, pretty relentless. But no matter how many times I asked, the answer was always the same. No, 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 we're not getting you a game console. No, you don't need it. No, stop asking. No. Now did that stop me from asking? Of course not. I was annoying. Then, finally, the day came. I was sitting there, on the couch, watching television. My dad walks in.
Son, I was talking to your mom. We decided we're getting a PlayStation 2.
You don't know excitement. Guys, I was absolutely through the roof excited. I was doing a little dance. We were walking into Toys R Us. I remember this way more vividly than I should. Anyway, so we walk in, and I head right for the electronics section. I'm not paying attention to anything. I am singularly focused on the electronics section. I walk over, I'm looking at the PlayStation 2 games, I'm looking at all the accessories. Guys, I'm on cloud 9. I'm probably about 7 years old at this point. Now, I was so focused on the PlayStation 2 games that I wasn't watching my dad check out. So as we're walking out of the store, I look at the bag he's carrying, and it's huge. It is this massive bag with this massive box inside. And I'm thinking, you know, I don't think a PlayStation 2 is that big. Well, it had turned out that at some point between
We're getting a PlayStation 2.
and us checking out at Toys R Us, my dad had changed his mind. I don't know if the guy working the counter had convinced him, or if he had done his own research, or what the cause of that was. But either way, my dad had decided we were actually getting an Xbox. I was less than amused. All my friends had PlayStation 2s, and absolutely nobody that I knew had an Xbox. And that actually remained true. To this day, I have not met anybody who grew up with an Xbox. Clearly they sold, but I don't know to who. So we get this Xbox home, and I'll give you a guess. Do you think I was upset enough to not play it? Not a chance. It's a game console in the house. Of course I'm playing it. Now, I very quickly realized that my father had made a wise choice. Guys, I still love the original Xbox. And there were a lot of games that I got to play that I wouldn't get to play on the PlayStation 2. Like Fable, Knights of the Old Republic, Halo, Jet Set Radio Future, even kind of obscure ones like Blinks and MechAssault. Now, we did end up getting a PlayStation 2 a little bit later. Actually, this one right here. This exact one. I don't throw things away. But by that time, the lines had been drawn in the sand, and we were officially an Xbox family. Now, I loved the PS2. I still love the PS2. But at the time, my heart was with the Xbox. You know, the PS2 was fun. The Xbox was my choice. So, when it came time to upgrade the console and get the next generation, the choice was easy. And on my 16th birthday, I opened up one of my gifts and got my Xbox 360. Now guys, there's not a whole lot to say about this one. I played my 360. I love my 360. I got to play games like Halo, obviously, continue Fable, Gears of War, the first Mass Effect, which started off only on Xbox, but later was ported to PS3. I don't know. The PS3 just kind of came and went for me. I did have one when I was about 19 for, I'm not kidding, probably about 3 days. But then I got the yellow light of death, never got it fixed, and that was that. So that leads us to this generation. Now at that point, I loved my Xbox. I absolutely love my 360. So I was fully prepared to keep riding the Xbox train and just get the next Xbox. Guys, didn't go down like that. So I'm going to start with my smallest problem with the Xbox, and we'll build from there. So at the time they announced it, and still to this day, I hate that name. Xbox One is a dumb name. Xbox One is what I called the original Xbox. To me, oh, I'm playing Xbox One. So now, you had to call it the original Xbox, or the first Xbox, OG Xbox, whatever you want to call it. Either way, Xbox One doesn't make any sense. It's Xbox 3, actually. Why is it Xbox One? Now I know their whole reasoning was, well, it's everything in one. Come on, that's just hokey. Now the next thing was they announced that, yeah, it has to have the Kinect. Why? No one likes the Kinect. Why do we have to have it? Now you might be saying, Jeremy, what are you talking about? Just put the Kinect on. It's really not a big deal. Well, I'm paranoid. I don't like putting cameras in my room. I'm sorry, I don't like it. Keep your camera out of my living room or my bedroom or wherever. I don't know. I don't care for the Kinect. Then Microsoft came out and said, oh yeah, by the way, it's also going to have this always online feature, so you're always going to have to be connected to the internet for it to work. That is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Guys, I got news for you. Sometimes the internet goes out. And if the internet goes out, basically you're just stuck with a very expensive paperweight. And there are some areas where the internet is incredibly unreliable. What are those people supposed to do? Not get an Xbox. And then Microsoft announced probably the worst one. They came out and said that if you bought a game and you installed it on your Xbox, it would be married to that Xbox and you couldn't use it on any other console. Whose idea is this? Think about this, guys. If you're trying to buy a console and you're looking at the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4, say you bought an Xbox One, you want to buy a few games for it. So you go to the store, you buy 3 games. The new games for the Xbox One cost about $60. So you buy 3 games, you're buying the Xbox One and paying $180 for 3 games. Now, compare that to the PlayStation 4, where you have to buy the PlayStation 4, but then if you buy 3 games, you can buy them used and get them for a fraction of that price. Now, that showed anybody who knows how to do basic math that buying an Xbox One and maintaining a library of games for that was going to be way more expensive than buying a PlayStation 4 and maintaining that game library. Face it, guys, used games are staying. In fact, Sony used that in their marketing to show how easy it was to share games on the PS4. Good job, Microsoft. Now yes, I understand that they went back on pretty much all of that except for the name by the time the Xbox came out. I understand that. But it was enough to shake my confidence in Microsoft. It's also important to note that I don't buy game consoles brand new. Like when they first launch, I'm not the guy waiting in line to get them. I'll wait a little bit to let them, work out all the problems with them. Now, at that time, I had 2 roommates, kind of separate times, but similar time frame. I had 2 roommates. One had an Xbox One, one had a PS4. So I was lucky. I could kind of get my hands on both of them and see what I thought. It was during this time that I realized I'm making the switch. I don't know, the Xbox One, the whole interface felt clunky. The games didn't jump out at me. I don't know, it didn't wow me. Now, the PlayStation 4 just felt sleeker. It felt like they put more thought into it, a little bit more user-friendly. The games seemed to be a little better. So that's what I went with. looking back, yeah, I think I made the right choice. I mean, you think about all of the PlayStation exclusives that are out right now, like God of War, Spider-Man, Horizon, The Last of Us. Knack was even good. Admittedly, I can't name a ton of Xbox One exclusives. Halo, Forza. I don't know. No, I admit this might be because I don't have one. That's fair enough, but I don't know. If you don't have any games that make me kind of look over the fence and think, man, I really want to play that, I just don't care. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're an Xbox fan, that's cool. Game your way. I'm just more of a PlayStation fan. And you know, with next-gen consoles right around the corner, I might be switching back to Xbox. I'll keep an open mind. I'll look at both of the products and make a choice from there. But for right now, I'm Team PS4. Alright guys, that's all I got. That's my thought on the current state of the console wars. I know I didn't really talk about Nintendo much, but you know, in my mind it's kind of Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo will always be awesome. So I know it's been a while since I uploaded something. I've just been really busy, kind of focusing more on my Twitch channel at the moment. I will leave the link in the description below, shameless plug. And I will be back making more YouTube videos. Like I said, I've just been kind of distracted, but I do want to get back to YouTube, so you'll be seeing more from me here very soon. Like I said, I am on Twitch and Twitter. Yes, the 2 T's. I'll put the tags right up here as well as the links down in the description if you want to check those out. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are. Are you Team Xbox, PlayStation? Are you Team Nintendo? Why? What are your thoughts, guys? I love hearing from you, so let's chat. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Go do something nice for somebody. Make the world a little bit better. Anyway, see you guys in the next video.